Hello there and welcome to this presentation on our very brand new Graduate Psychology Internship Program, which we call the G-PIP. My name is Catherine von Troyer. I'm the CEO and the Provost of the Cairnmillar Institute. I'm also a health and an organisational psychologist. But first of all, I'd like to start by acknowledging country and just saying that Cairnmillar is founded on the unceded lands of the Wurundjeri peoples of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to their elders past and present and acknowledging their deep, enduring connection to land, waters and community. We acknowledge the richness and value of their accumulated cultural knowledge spanning vast expanses of time. We also extend this respect to all Indigenous peoples of the continent and of the adjacent lands, and so First Nations people who come across any of this information in this presentation. I'm situated right now in Wurundjeri land. I'm in the city of Boroondara, and Boroondara is from the Woiwurrung Wurundjeri language and means thickly shaded. So I can imagine once upon a time here in Hawthorn East there were a lot of more trees and bushes. So why was the G-PIP developed? So we are very excited to announce that after years of providing highly rated, independently rated psychology education and supervision in Australia, Cairnmillar is now able to offer free graduate psychology internship places, which we call our G-PIP. This is possible because the Australian Federal Government, the Department of Health and Aged Care, have wanted to boost and increase the capacity of the psychology workforce, particularly in priority areas. So what are the areas of focus? Well, the G-PIP is actually available to anyone from any university or higher education provider in Australia, people who have completed their 5th year and they're looking for that 6-year internship place. So we are going to support 200 places across the next couple of years, and we can offer those places across Australia. So while we're physically located in Hawthorn East in Victoria, we're providing places nationally. And it's not just to people in priority areas, but most of our places will be to those working in priority areas. So in line with the government grant, we will aim to offer 50% or more of the internship places to those supporting the mental health of First Nations people, children and youth, and those from cold communities, and or interns working in the community mental health settings and or in regional, rural and remote areas. So what does the G-PIP funding mean? So for interns, it means that we will provide you with online, self-paced, continuous professional development, 60 hours of it, throughout the year. So it's designed to support the National Psychology exam requirements, but will also include information sessions and around, just integrating into a new workplace, working in multidisciplinary teams, managing conflict. So we're not just going to go over the same things you've learned the last few years, but we'll be extending that to help support you in your new workplace. We can provide group and individual supervision where you're unable to source that within your own agency. And we can also provide and will provide a monthly drop-in support service where you might also get advice on your case studies that you're preparing for the board and have any questions relating to your work that helps support you in your new role. So there's also potential rental relief and relocation on a bit of a sliding scale for those who are working in the M 3 to 7 locations, and I'll describe that and define that a little bit more on the next slide. And we can also provide some assistance with identifying work opportunities if you haven't been able to secure the internship program or workplace that you would like. We'll provide you also with membership to a community of practice in supervision app that is free, it's multidisciplinary, and will provide a lot of other education to sort of help support you in your role as an intern. For organisations, they will know that you will have 60 hours of CPD available to you, which takes the burden from them to provide that. We can provide assistance with recruitment and intern onboarding in their workplace. And we have incentive payments, stipends that are available if they're putting on one of our interns in the G-PIP program. And we can also assist with meeting any supervision requirements. So for example, I remember last year speaking to an agency in regional Victoria, and they said that they didn't even advertise for interns because they just did not have the supervision to help support them in their work. So we can provide that, which means they no longer have that barrier to employ an intern. So we can also provide just facilitation of their advertising and placements that they have. And then for supervisors, they will have free access to our Community of Practice Supervision app for continuous improvement and education in supervision. So what is the Triple M 3 to 7 cover? So they're different locations. As you can see on the legend here, it's got MM1 to MM7, and you can see how they define the different areas. I've also added in a link to a document where you can see more specifically is the area I'm working in the 3 to 7 locations. And if there are, that it means that you're part of the priority areas that we're covering, and can potentially offer you some rental assistance and relocation assistance. So in summary, I'm being a little bit repetitive because it is new and it's a lot of information to take on board. So we'll be providing throughout the year 60 hours of self-paced learning that's optional. You don't have to do it. We can provide monthly sessions, we can have case study discussions, and just in general just to help support you in your work. And we'll also help support you with your national psych exam prep. We can provide supervision where you go. So if you're looking to or going to job interviews as an intern, you can say that you've got supervision assistance if it's indeed needed, maybe in the way of group or individual supervision. And there's also an onboarding stipend for organisations to help onboard the interns. And then there's also the rental relocation assistance available. So that's up to $300 a week on a sliding scale, depending on if you're in the MMM3 to MM7 zone. And so that will also help support you in your new role in your internship. So the pathway, how do I register? So as you can see here, I've got a link to a website where you can go in and complete an expression of interest form. So do that in the first instance. It's non-binding, it doesn't hold you to anything, but just lets us know that you're keen to be part of this program, and we can start our planning. You can start work to secure your internship. If you haven't been able to source one, if you just see the arrow below, we can help find you one potentially. So do let us know. And then once your internship's secured, we can also sign off on contracts and start commencing the G-PIP internship year. If you would like more information, please contact us via email on PD, which is professional development, so pd@cairnmillar.org.au. And if you have any questions, or if the health agency where you're looking to work has any questions, they're also welcome to reach out on that email address and find out some more information. So thank you for listening and have a great day.